BBC Three Counties Radio.
Make a difference.
Now, last night we all stopped and clapped for our NHS and care workers, didn't we? And because they're just doing a brilliant job, and we really do appreciate it. They're not the only ones having to adapt to these strange and difficult times, though. Teachers are quickly having to work out how to support children, most of which are now at home. Emma Flawn is the head teacher at Camps Hill Primary School in Stevenage. Good morning to you, Emma.
Morning, Andy.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning. You've got children both in school and at home. How are you adapting to things?
So we have around about 25 a day on site, and that leaves us with about 515 off-site, ranging from 3 months old all the way up to 11 years. So it has been a bit of a challenge, absolutely. So the main thing for us is thinking about when those children do come back to school, that they have not had a negative experience as much as possible, and making sure that they've had lots of fun and really built relationships at home and at school at the same time.
How are you using social media to help children and parents?
So we have a Facebook page, and our parents have been amazing. They send in lots of different ideas of home learning they've been doing with their children at home. So we post those often a couple of times a day just to share all the things that are going on in our community. We also have a Twitter page as well. So again, we share resources that we find. And we just try and make sure that parents don't feel pressured to sit down at a table for 6 hours a day with their child. Because again, what we want them to do is chat, play, read with their children and enjoy the time together as much as possible.
Emma, be honest with us, and be frank. How are us parents doing? Are we doing okay?
You are doing amazingly, and honestly, when I see the inventive things that our parents do and parents are doing nationally, I think it's fantastic. My favourite this week has been the jelly dinosaurs. They really did make me smile.
I might nick that idea.
Absolutely, yeah. I use sort of ice moulds and jelly, and I thought that was inspired. So it's really, parents have done the best with what they've got. We've had some amazing junk models that the children have made. And again, for parents, what we want to do is make sure that children, their brain is calm, they feel relaxed and ready to learn when they come back to school. And actually, parents were the first teachers anyway. And parents are teaching children all the time, whether it's baking, whether it's housework, whether it's sitting down and writing a note to nanny, whatever they're doing, they're teaching all the time.
Emma, I really appreciate your time, and thank you so much for joining us this morning. That was Emma Flawn. She's the head teacher of Camps Hill Primary School in Stevenage. Let's talk now to Terry Douris, who's in the Cabinet Member for Education, Libraries and Localism at Hertfordshire County Council. Good morning to you, Terry.
Good morning again, Andy. How are you?
I'm fine and dandy, sir. The council have started an online campaign called iSchoolation to encourage people to share the homeschooling, haven't they?
That's right, absolutely. Hashtag iSchoolation, and it's designed to get all the schools and the parents to actually add to this all the things that they're doing both in school and out of school. And one of the points to pick up from your previous clip was the fact that schools are very much the centre of the community. So anything that schools can do as part of the blogs that Emma was talking about, blogs or the websites and so on, and keeping in touch with the people in the community and the parents, whether they are looking after their children at home or the children are at school, is so important. But iSchoolation, fantastic, and do persuade everybody to send their things in. And there's so much inventive stuff out there. It's absolutely brilliant.
Are all the schools adapting as well as what Emma's school seems to be?
I think they are, actually. There'll be different schools with different circumstances. You can take a very small school, and when some of the schools heard I was coming on this morning, they sort of begged me to do a shout-out, so humour me for a minute. But St Hippolyte's Primary School have got a fantastic website. They're actually displaying things that the pupils are doing in the school. Chessbook ESC have... their pupils have actually been out and started building a garden with social distancing, but they're displaying that as well. So lots of things happening and lots of promotions. And also we're using, and the schools are using, technology like Google Classroom and Share My Homework from, if you like, the pure teaching side of it to undertake, as much as possible, teaching, but from a distance.
Okay, Terry, so I ask you this question on behalf of every single parent that's listening to this. Do we know when the children are likely to go back to school?
No, we don't.
Oh, okay. So we just got to keep doing what we're doing.
I can only repeat, and to expand that, what has been said in all the briefings, that we will do the right thing at the right time. But the last thing that anybody wants to do is to act precipitately and put people's health and lives in danger.
Terry, spot on. Don't make you wrong for that. That's spot on there. Listen, thank you very much for joining us. Have a lovely Easter weekend.
Keep up the Hornets, Andy.
Well, I can't wait to get back to football, mate. We'll be all right. We're not getting relegated. Cheers, Terry.
We'll be okay.
Thanks,
Have a good weekend.
You too, my friend. Thank you very much. Terry Douris, who's the Cabinet Member for Education, Libraries and Localism at Hertfordshire County Council. If you are homeschooling, you're doing a great job. You really, really are.